Torn Hearts focuses on a country music duo who seek out the private mansion of their idol, played by Katey Sagal. They end up in a twisted series of horrors that forces them to confront the limits they'd go for their dreams. This is directed by Brea Grant, who previously directed the highly underrated 12-Hour Shift in 2020, and it was produced by Blumhouse, though released on VOD through their TV division. Now, I was a big fan of Grant's previous film, and even though the premise for this felt like something we've seen before, I figured with Katey Sagal, who can have a very larger-than-life energy in the lead role, this had the potential to be a lot of fun. And in some ways, this was what I was hoping it would be. With the majority of the film taking place in this one mansion, it's mostly reliant on our three leads, and Sagal in particular goes big here, knowing what sort of movie she's in and fully embracing it, giving a very energetic performance that made the film feel frequently engaging. Our other two leads, played by Alexis Lemire and Abby Quinn, are repeatedly put through tests and mind games by the volatile Sagal, some of which can get real bloody. Not only do the two want Sagal to perform a song with them, but they're also hoping to get advice regarding how to make it as a woman in a male-dominated industry, and when approached about this, Sagal puts them both through the ringer. But Grant and Sagal aren't looking for this to be dour, gratuitous violence that just sours your mood for an hour and a half. The general vibe is meant to be more of a campy exploitation style, with the mood set by Sagal's secluded house that could almost pass as a haunted mansion, and with the whole movie's premise essentially being a country music horror movie, which I don't think we've ever seen before. And when Sagal's allowed to let loose, it proves to be a lot of fun, leaning in nicely to the schlocky B-movie vibe of the setup, and her performance alone really carries this through. That being said, while I enjoyed the film overall, it doesn't seem like everyone else was quite as in on the fun as she was, generally playing into things pretty straight-faced. Now, while Alexis Lemire and Abby Quinn were both fine, the way they react to Sagal's more out-there moments, it definitely felt a little disjointed here and there, and like something out of a more somber melodrama than a trashy, campy B-movie. Plus, going hand in hand with that, the script by Rachel Collar-Croft definitely felt like it could have taken things a step further. While this does feel fun, it does take a while for it to really get going, and even when it did, it's mostly because of both Sagal's performance and Grant's direction leaning hard into its silliness, rather than due to the actual situations all being inherently creative. Also, while I wouldn't call this a message movie or anything, considering a lot of our two leads' quests involves trying to overcome the obstacles in a male-dominated industry, I feel like the film ultimately didn't say quite as much on the subject as it probably could have, with some of its twists and turns all told through exposition feeling a bit on the underwhelming side. But still, the good in Torn Hearts outweighs the bad. While it could have cranked things up a little more, and it seemed like not everyone was totally on the same page regarding what sort of movie this was, the direction by Brea Grant and the wonderfully over-the-top performance by Katey Sagal makes this a fun enough ride. It might not be consistent, but when it hits, it's a bloody, over-the-top, enjoyable little B-movie. Torn Hearts gets a 6.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Torn Hearts, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you think it was over the top enough, and do you have a favorite Katey Sagal performance? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.